Okay, now here's Lear. It's the main event. He's built this whole love test really up for this moment where he's going to be like, oh, Cordelia, tell me how much you love me. And what he's expecting is for her to give the biggest, best speech of all time, him weeping and feeling completely fulfilled, choosing the right person to marry and going through with her marriage, and then him giving her the biggest amount of land so he could be with her forever. Okay, that's what he's hoping is going to happen. Our joy. Although the last, not least, to whose young love the vines of France and milk and Burgundy strive to be interest. And can you say to draw third more opulent than your sisters? What can you say to draw, take, pull out more opulent? It's like he's tempting her with wealth. And you can see I really love Shakespeare for this because I really sense how eager he is. Now really carefully we must tread. Because Cordelia isn't silent. She speaks silence. She speaks her objection to this ridiculous test. Without saying you're a fool, she said, nothing, my lord. Nothing? Nothing. Nothing will come of nothing. Speak again. That's one metrical line. The back and forth leaves us with a terrible sense of Lear's dissatisfaction. Nothing will come of nothing. That could be the subtitle of this play. Nothing. That horrible, horrid nothing. That nothing, I think the critic Stephen Greenblatt said, haunts the play. Everywhere, this word nothing. And the nothingness and nihilism of love. He can't accept it. He goes, okay, dude, no, come on. Amend your speech. Let's do this again. Again, I've cut out a lot of the lines. Oh no, you'll come to it. Unhappy that I am. I cannot throw my heart into my mouth. I love your majesty according to my bond. No more nor less. Bond. My obligation. My formal role. Now this is kind of brutal thing to say, because she's kind of putting him in his place. She is absolutely devoted to him. She loves him dearly, but she thinks this thing he's doing is really wrong and really fundamentally wrong, and she objects, and she puts him down really hard. I love you in my bond. I'm your daughter. I love you like a daughter, and I'm not going to lie about it. I'm not going to use words. Her language is so plain, except for heave my heart into my mouth. There's virtually no imagery. It's very simple. No more, nor less. How, Cordelia? Mend your speech a little, lest you mar your fortunes. He threatens her. What kind of father? He doesn't hear, by the way. He's not listening. He's threatening her. You know, if you're not careful, you're not going to inherit very much. And she's now accelerating the reasoning. It's like she's trying to calm it down, but it's not going to work. Good, my lord, you begot me. That means you kind of conceived me with my mom. You bred me, you raised me, you loved me. His duties. And she returned them by doing what? Obey, love, honor. Her duties, right? Hers. His were to make her, raise her, and love her. I mean, these obligations are really very interesting to me. And then that's the bond. This is what love is for us. You do this, I do this. This is how it works. She really now turns on her sisters. Why do my sisters have husbands if they say they love you more than him? That's ridiculous. Look, I'm going to get married. But when I'm married, the guy I marry will have half my love with him. Half my care and duty. Ooh. So all of this half to dad, Lear, half to husband. Right? Look, I'm not going to get married like my sisters and love my father over everything. There's something perverse, wrong, unnatural, maybe. That word just occurred to me because it's a word again that flows throughout the play. Natural, nature. And watch how rough he gets. But goes thy heart with this? Ay, my good lord. So young and so untender. The prefix un, Shakespeare really goes to town with. By using un, he creates the opposite word. He does it throughout this play, and it's to remarkable effect. So young and tender, untender, immediately changes the meaning to its opposite. And in it, you hear, again, the echo of the word. He loves her. She's a tender. She's his most precious. And almost immediately, just on that twist of that word, she's gone to become the other thing. So young, echo, but true. True, true, true. Let it be so. Your truth will be to your dowry. Your truth will be your dowry. Here I disclaim all paternal care, propinquity, and property of blood, and as a stranger to my heart, and me hold thee from this forever. He swears. You know, a king's words are law. So he just says, okay, look, you're no longer mine. That's it. It's over. And he declares it. And in some productions, like Peter Brook's production, immediately when he makes declarations, there are these scribes writing in skin the law. His words become law immediately. He's that powerful. What happens, I don't do the close language analysis for this, but what happens next is her dowry is removed, and he offers it to her basically with nothing to France and Burgundy. And Burgundy haggles and says, look, if you just give her with some money, I'll take her, no problem. And Lear's adamant he will give her nothing with her. And Burgundy turns to Cordelia and says something like, oh, you know, I'm sorry, it didn't work out with us, but I can't do this. And she's very kind about it. She forgives him. She says, I understand, it's fine. But France is very confused by this. He's very confused by Burgundy. He says, she herself is the dowry. She's so beautiful, she's so honest, she's so true. She's the real one. And France takes her and marries her, and they leave. And with no dowry. And this kind of heroic exit is important to consider as well, even though I'm not doing the close language analysis.